Hey guys, this is SteelKid Gaming here, back with another scripting tutorial. And today, I'm going to be trying to teach you about tweening. Now, tweening is basically making some sort of thing smoother when it moves. Because let's say you have a script that maybe wants to move this part to like somewhere over here. If you use some like for I loop or while true do loop, it's gonna be a little choppy, you know? Like it's gonna be kind of sorry for that bad example, but you kind of get what I mean. So tweening just kind of fixes that pretty much. So yeah, let's just get straight into it. Now, of course, I already set up a little bit of stuff in the script over here, but don't worry, I will, get to each of these. First of all, you need to know that tweening is basically it stands for in betweening. So when you're creating a tween, it just kind of makes everything smoother and just gives the overall movement a little bit more pizzazz, if you know what I mean. So yeah, let's just get into the script. Now, the first thing you'll need to do is actually get the service, which is tween service. And to do that, you're just going to have to do game get service tween service, just like that. Yeah. Then after that, you're going to need to reference the parts that you're going to be using. So, of course, this isn't necessary, but I do recommend it for the end part that I'm going to script. But this is just, once again, just referencing the part that you want to tween. Now, here is going to be where things get a little bit more complicated. Now, you see this TI thing here. This stands for tween info. So, technically, I can actually do this. Probably shouldn't do that. There we go. That's better. And basically, this is just going to be all the information that our tween's going to have. And of course, I'm just going to quickly type out some stuff. Don't worry, I will run you through it. But I'm going to do tween info dot new, and then you can see there's a lot of stuff here. But basically, I'm just going to quickly type out some stuff. Let's just do sign. False and 0. All right. So you're probably wondering what are all these random, inputs or values for. Well, I'll run you through them each time. The first number right here is how long this tween is going to be. So how long will it take to get from point A to point B, pretty much. So this 2 here basically means 2 seconds. If you maybe wanted to, I don't know, take like 3.79 seconds, then you would type in 3.79. Things like that. The next thing is the easing style. Now, this is actually a little bit harder to explain, but each easing style has its own sort of difference. Now, sine, for me, I like this one the best because when you move the block, first it goes to its normal speed, but once it gets close to the end part, or point B, it kind of slows down and gradually just smoothly puts it in place. Now, I'll put up a quick video or something right around here, I believe. That will just kind of show you all the types of easing styles. Now, enum right over here is just basically saying, oh, we're kind of trying to reference some sort of property. Then, of course, easing style, that's pretty self-explanatory. And then sine, which is, once again, the one I just showed you. Then the next thing is the easing direction. Now, of course, you have to put enum.easing direction. You can't just put in out or sine. That just doesn't work. And there are 3 types of easing directions: in, out, and in out. Now, sorry, the direction of, actually, sorry, depending on whether if it's in or out, that is going to be when the it's special, the easing style's kind of special move kind of comes in. So let's say for easing direction, I only had out. That basically means that only at the end will the sign kind of start to happen. If I only put in, so I only did enum.easydirection.in, it's only going to go at the start. So it's going to be really slow at the start, then it's going to speed up, and then boom, and it's going to be there. No slowing down the end. But in else, it's kind of the, well, you could probably guess, it slows at the start, then speeds up, and then, slows down again at the end. Then, yeah, that's pretty much easy direction. Then you have these three numbers. Now, this one right here, sorry, these three are optional, but of course you have to put these in. But, yeah. So the first number is basically saying how many times will it repeat. So if it's 0, then that means, well, it'll repeat 0 times. Then you have, that's pretty self-explanatory. Then you have this bool value. It's either true or false. And this is basically saying, well, is it even going to repeat, or is it not going to repeat? And since I only want this to happen once, then I'll just keep this as false. Then the next thing is this other number here. This is the delay between each repeat. So this is the, remember that this is the time that the tween takes. This is how much time it takes for it to repeat. And yeah, that's pretty much all of the tween info covered. If you have any questions, once again, just leave them down in the comments. Then after this, you have end tween. Now, you're going to have to put this in a table, alright? So you're going to have to use these weird brackets. Now, inside this end tween are going to be all the things that you want this part to be. So let's say maybe you want this part to, I don't know, become transparent. Now, the thing is that you don't want to put, like game.workspace.part.transparency equals 1. No, you're not going to do that. All you have to do is reference the property, okay? Don't add this game.workspace.part stuff. 1, it's just not going to work out, and also, it's just easier, just, give yourself some slack, So, of course, this goes for the same thing for, let's say maybe you want to change the orientation. Then all you have to do is orientation equals, I don't know, like, sorry, vector3, dot new, let's go 90, 90, 90, something like that. Oh. Sorry, I forgot. Also remember to put this, I don't even remember, this symbol at the end, just to signify that, oh, this is like the end of one line, and you can go on to the next one. Now, the reason why we technically don't need it for this one is because, once again, we have a comma that separates it, and, everything's pretty good. So, yeah. But for the sake of this tutorial, I'm just going to move this part's position to maybe, like, I don't know, six studs to on the x-axis. So I'm just going to write position equals vector3 dot new. Just put the coordinates in, change it a little bit. And since this is the only thing that I want to change, that's why I only have position. I don't need any like comma or whatever. No, it's just position. So if the script runs correctly, that means that this bad boy is actually going to go right here. From, here to here. Of course, with the sign. Now, this actually isn't all that's it. You also have to create the tween. So this is, don't worry, we are almost done here. But all you have to do is reference your tween service. So you just go get tween :create. Now, this is where you're going to have to put all your variables and stuff in. So the first thing you're going to put is the part you want to tween. So, of course, that is our game.workspace.part. Of course, you can put that inside here, but this is just, make everything simpler. Then you're going to put your tween info. So you put that in there. And then finally, you have to put your end tween, which is basically all the information you want it to have. And that's pretty much it. Actually, wait. Of course, you have to do one more thing. I'm just going to call this local tween, just because I'm lazy. Now, after this, it's kind of like one of those sounds in the workspace. You also have to make it play. So just go tween : play, like that. Alright, that's actually pretty much it. So, if I run the game right now, you can see, oh, that was actually, should probably let it have a delay really quick. I am terribly sorry. Let's give it 10 seconds for the tween to work, so you can actually see it in action. As you can see, it's tweening pretty well. Of course, this is a sign. Also, notice how, before it was going, relatively slow, but then it slowed down even further at the end. That's because of my little friend's sign over here. Now, of course, you can change this to, bounce or elastic or whatever easing style you like. Now, of course, this is, for another example, maybe I wanted to maybe go higher, all right? Then I could just go like 10, like this. And that would also work as well. You can see, boom, it's going up, to 0, 10, negative 18. Yeah. Oh, yes, I forgot. Just also remember that once the tween ends, just be really careful. Try to keep the part anchored if you don't want it to, fly out like crazy like that. Should probably keep that in mind. But other than that, that's pretty much all I have for you in this tutorial. I hope this helped you in some way, enjoy scripting. And I hope you have a nice day. Bye.